and kills 4 of his family members.
Tonight will not be as cold as last night, but still below freezing, temperatures in the 20s. However, that won't be as problematic considering most of the ice is now gone off the roadways. And tomorrow, we're back to more sunshine. Your 25 News starts right now.
The de-icing solution that is put down on the roadways, it's great to get rid of ice, but it can cause issues underneath in your undercarriage.
According to AAA, millions of Americans face expensive car repairs from rust damage every year. Experts say de-icing solution chemicals used on the roads is one of the main reasons why so many people face major issues after a winter storm. 25 News reporter Leigha Simon has what you need to know to keep your vehicle in good shape.
TxDOT crews started treating the roads as early as Tuesday morning in Waco. The de-icing solution helps with road conditions but can cause damage to your vehicle.
Rusting on your brake lines, it can cause corrosion to parts underneath the vehicle. It can also cause chipping to your paint. So just really important to think about that after the storm. Make sure you wash and wax your vehicle.
To remain safe, many of us left our cars out in the cold, but the freezing temperatures may have affected our batteries.
Out of the precipitation part of this, we're still dealing with cold weather. So while the vehicle sits out in the cold, our oils thicken. And so when you're starting up your vehicle, your battery has to work that much harder because everything's moving slower inside under the hood. So
Tires are also a big concern after a winter storm. It's a problem Pro Quick Lube's Dylan Wachowski sees all too often.
The tire pressure goes down because the air condenses, so the pressure in your tires needs to be checked. And also, I would check your antifreeze level before and after. Check your oil level just to make sure nothing, nothing's cracked, no head gaskets cracked or anything like that.
Wachowski warns if not maintained, it can be costly.
I have to resurface some things, and that could be pretty costly, in the thousands.
AAA Texas advises drivers to be proactive and prevent dangerous rust-related vehicle damage and other critical issues to one of your most expensive investments. In Waco, Leigha Simon, 25 News.
Leigha, thank you. If you are getting on the roads today, according to the State Department of Transportation, the major highways in our area are clearing up after that winter storm. If you look at the Waco, Temple, and Killeen areas, there are just a few markers for construction, but none of those gray icons in our area signaling ice on the roads. According to TxDOT, most of that ice is still being reported in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. All right, on that note, let's send things over to meteorologist Caleb Chevalier. Caleb, the 25 weather team has been working so hard this week, but how are things looking right now?
A lot better. And like you said, most of the ice that we're dealing with on Texas highways, it's not here. We really benefited a lot from the sunshine today and those warmer temperatures, and it got rid of basically all the ice on the roadways. And if we do have ice left over, it's going to be in shady spots, maybe on some sidewalks, or in my case, the stairs leading up to my front door. So be careful of that. Might be a little slippery where you're walking, but otherwise, lots of sunshine today, and we're going to have that coming back for tomorrow. It is, well, it's warmer than it has been as of late. Right now, it's 44 in Waco, 46 for Cameron, 45 in Killeen, and it's 48 in Lampasas. There is a wind out of the south at about 10 miles per hour, though. It's causing a wind chill. It does feel like the 30s along I-35, feels like 42 in Mexia, and your wind chill is 44 in Hamilton. But we'll find ourselves in the 50s tomorrow with more sunshine. I'll talk about some warming temperatures coming up in my forecast.
Caleb, thank you. According to Encore, there are currently active outages as a result of the winter storm. Now, most of those outages are out in Hunt County, where extensive tree damage caused by ice accumulation on power lines resulted in the vast majority of those outages. They expect all power to be restored by tonight. And all eyes were on the Texas power grid throughout this week's winter storm. Luckily, everything worked out okay. Governor Greg Abbott says more than 86,000 megawatts were available at peak demand on Friday morning, which is more than what was available during last year's storm. The governor stressing again any current outages are due to local power issues and ice accumulation and not from failure of the power grid.
And like we explained yesterday, the reason for that loss of power is obviously not because the power grid doesn't have the power that's needed. Instead, it's an issue at the local power provider level.
The governor says if you do lose power, you should contact your local provider. While state officials insist the grid is, quote, more reliable than ever before, some energy experts disagree. Those experts say the shorter duration of this year's storm may not give an accurate test of the updates made to the grid.
They've made great progress weatherizing and winterizing the grid, but it takes more than 12 months to fix something that's been in decay for 10 years. We still have several weeks more of winter to go, so we don't know what's going to be coming behind it.
Governor Abbott says the grid now exceeds federal winterization standards. Thousands of natural gas and other energy facilities are being required to winterize too. And with the temperatures dipping back into the freezing zone tonight, warming shelters will be open again across our area. If you or someone you know is in need of a warming center, there are 2 locations right here in Waco, the Dewey Recreation Center and the Salvation Army. Over in Killeen, the Rosa Hereford Center will be open from 6 p.m. to 8 a.m. on Sunday. City officials say if no one is using this shelter by 11:30 tonight, it will close. And new tonight at 6, a Texas man has killed 4 of his family members and shot 3 others before killing himself. A Navarro County Sheriff's Office does say that the call came in just before midnight from someone saying a man had killed his family. First, Sheriff's Office deputies stopped at the 2900 block of West 2nd Avenue, where they found a man and woman found dead from gunshot wounds. 2 other victims were at the scene, were transported to the hospital with gunshot wounds. Then investigators responded to a second location at the intersection of Garrity and Stroud Streets in Frost, where they found a man and a child dead from gunshot wounds. The third victim was also found shot. She was transported to a local hospital. And then at a third location on FM 1129, police found the suspect with a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head. He later died at the hospital. The sheriff's deputies say this investigation remains ongoing. And Temple police are looking for a 13-year-old Nevaeh Norwood. Police say she is a runaway teen. If you have seen her or have any information regarding her whereabouts, please contact Temple Police. And Bryan police are warning folks about a Medicare scam that has been circulating through the community. Police say scammers are calling customers and saying that they need their Medicare information so that they can send them a new card. But remember, legitimate Medicare representatives will already have that information. All you will have to do is verify it. So if you get one of these calls, contact police. Coming up next, the U.S. hit a grim milestone in the coronavirus pandemic on Friday. The death toll now is past 900,000, but there is progress being made.
From our Clark Roofing cam in Killeen, you'll notice that the roads are a lot better and they're going to continue to be all right with these warming temperatures. We'll talk about what kind of numbers we're expecting later on this week in my forecast.